Hey everybody, welcome back. Got some, oh, I was going to say we've got some funkiness going on with the lights, but it's because I've got the TV on. I've got how quickly we forget. I've got the Michigan Purdue game on. It's on silent. I can't follow the game when there's not any noise, but they're at the beginning. But rather than turning the TV on and off, I'm just leaving it on. Don't worry, I'm not going to get distracted. Did he fall on you? I need some kind of decorations. There's no decorations on the tree. All right, fine. I'll hold him here while you sleep. I think she's going to agree to that. This is my one wintertime stuffy. He's got a little baby one with him right there. So he's been with me for a while. I forget if I bought him for me or if he was a gift or what. But yeah, he's my wintertime decoration. I got the tree up. The tree is in a state of trial. It's fallen over twice. One time was noticeable. The cats were playing in it. The second time, I don't know if it's because they were playing in the tree or playing at the foot where the stand is, and the stand folds up. It's one of those that goes like this to pack it up and goes like this when you're standing the tree up. And the feet were pushed together and it was leaning against the window. So it wasn't a big fall, but the tree has fallen twice. I purposely don't have any ornaments on it because we were testing it. This is the first time a tree has been up in the house with the three ferals and the two strays. The strays are 3 years old. The ferals have been in the house over 3 years, but part of it was down in the basement. Before the basement got unlivable, so before the earthquake. So we're testing it out. That's why there's no ornaments. I also did not test the lights before putting the lights on the tree like you're supposed to do. You're supposed to test the lights before putting it on, da 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 da. Well, there's two strands that were already together, and half of one strand and half of the other strand don't work. So there's no lights in the middle. And I am not taking it back off to figure out which lights are not working. It's all right. We're still trialing it with the cats, so we'll see. I've got Purr right here. We can lean it down a little bit more so you guys can watch her as she sleeps. For those of you that have not met Purr, she is 21 years old. She will be 22 in a little less than 4 months. Yes, about 4 months. Little more than four. Mid-March, she'll be 22. And it is currently the beginning of December. So she's an old girl. You'll see the other cat. Fangs usually likes to get in my lap while I'm reacting. She's the black and white one. The tabby is JoJo. She likes to come and talk. Hopefully she doesn't do that while we're watching. But we are going to react to, I was trying to decide which one. And I think what we're going to do is the Noel Diary. I also have Falling for Christmas with Lindsay Lohan saved to react to. Let me know if you want me to react to her. I can get one more Christmas movie in. So after this one, which one do you want me to do? Do you want me to do Falling for Christmas or do you want me to do another one? I tried to take a look at the current Christmas ones that are released. This one has Justin Hartley, Barrett Doss, Essence Atkins. Don't know any of them, although Justin Hartley's name sounds familiar. I think he's been in other Christmas movies. They tend to use some of the same actors over and over. It's described as charming, heartfelt, and feel good, which is what Christmas movies are supposed to be about, right? and they're supposed to be a little cheesy. They're not supposed to be the best acting. So we will have to see how bad the acting is and all of that. This one was released this year, and right now it's trending as number 4 in movies. So let's give it a listen. My Google Assistant was going off. I'm going to move it up just a hair. Okay. Now I don't feel like I'm chopping my head off too bad. Although you can't see how relaxed she is. She had one leg out like this. Let's go ahead and get into the movie because I want to get it done before the end of the game, which I should be able to get some more reactions done before we get to the end of the game. So, yeah, it's going to be a long night. We're waiting to see how Penn State is going to place. Right now, it's looking like we may probably go to the Rose Bowl, but who knows? And that's because TCU lost and Ohio State lost. Somebody else lost. There are 2 of the 4 teams that lost that shouldn't have, or maybe not shouldn't have, but they were predicting the other way. So we were watching, I went over to Dad's and we were watching the LSU and Georgia game, and I got over there late. I got over there maybe a quarter till 5, but the first play I saw was they blocked the field goal, and all the Georgia players are going towards the ball, none of the LSU players, and the one Georgia player looks around, he squats, hasn't quite touched the ball yet, still looking around, picks up the ball, and just starts running and gets a touchdown. I was like, I don't know a lot about football, but I know you grab that ball and go if you don't hear a whistle. So, at any rate, let's get into the Christmas movie and go from there. It's been a weird day in sports. So, this is Buddy. Buddy likes to get on the back of the chair and sleep. She is one of the ferals. She is a little mesmerized by the tree. You can't quite see her looking at it. And her cat tree has been moved over here. The one that's usually back here is over there. All right. I keep saying it. Let's get to the movie. Let's get to the reaction and see what type of Christmas movie we have. How cheesy is it going to be? How corny?
I know my life will never be the same.
I've never
I'm a
been,
little scared.
I always have a hard
Well,
time
to
writing,
be honest,
but
I'm not
now,
scared.
because I type so much,
What will
if I
happen
try to
tonight
write,
to us?
it ends up flaring
And
up my
then
carpal tunnel. A serious start to begin. Book signing. Hearing everybody scream about him. Did they say his name is Jake or Jacob? The I the most famous signature I have, I was trying to think, is probably, it depends on which world you're in, I guess. I have a signature of Austin Reed. I think it's the actor who played Austin on Days of Our Lives. Waited 3 hours in line at the mall to get his signature. He was late getting there, but he was sweet enough to stay for those of us that were in line waiting for 3 hours. But got his signature, and then I also got the signature of Conway Twitty, if you know who he is. So those are the 2 famous signatures I have. But the most famous person I've met is neither one of them. I got to dance on stage with Bill Monroe. For anybody who knows who Bill Monroe is, that also dates me a little bit because he's been dead a while. But when I was little, he was playing at our school auditorium, and my friend and I were out on the concrete patio outside dancing, clogging, and he had the police officer come over and invite us up on stage. So I got to dance with him. So Barely remember it, but it was kind of cool. But, it is funny how we react to people who are famous. We give them a lot of power.
We'll make her a heroine. Oh, it's so much more romantic.
Yeah.
Then again, a spy is sexier.
You know what? Double agent.
Could you inscribe it to Sherry, please? I'm Sherry.
Hey, I'm Sherry
So
too.
with an I or a Y? Joy Noel. Camille.
Merci beaucoup.
Could you make it out to Todd?
We've got some
Sure.
cheese going
Well,
on.
make that. I'm gonna go ahead and sign 2 books, one for each of you. Okay? My treat. There you go.
Well, she's a very lucky woman.
It's his daughter.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Or his dog. Ava could be his girl, his good girl. Is that a Land Rover? That's on a motorcycle. So he's a bit of an adventurer. Well, that motorcycles don't necessarily mean that, but they symbolize that in movies. He's got Funko Pops. I only have one Funko Pop.
Ava, hon, I'm home.
Oh, maybe it is a wife or a girlfriend.
Ava?
Oh, no, it's the puppy.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Gotta pay her.
This.
Although she is in a hurry to get out of there.
You're gonna be okay, Mr. Jakob.
Okay, yeah. What do you
She
mean?
calls
It's me,
him
of course, I'm always
Yako.
okay. Besides, I'm not alone. I got my best girl here. Ava, she keep me company.
I take it she's a bit motherly for him. Takes care of him. Type of mother figure. Fell asleep? I don't wake up that gently when the phone rings. I more jolt awake.
She passed last week. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know that.
So estranged from his mom.
My mother and I hadn't spoken in a long time. Our relationship was complicated.
I understand.
I hear ya.
Meet you in Bridgeport one day next week, if that's convenient.
So Bridgeport is going to be our setting for him to fall in love. Yeah, he's going to have to fix up the house if he wants to sell it.
Careful. Whoa.
Oh, she's a bit of a hoarder. Although it looks
Why?
like clean hoarding.
I hate to bother you, but my wife is just a huge fan, and
Okay.
Mixing business and pleasure.
Those dudes aren't real, Matt.
yeah, tell that to my wife.
I was going to say, sometimes the
I mean,
women don't
it's
understand that.
Mercedes.
Oh, his room looks untouched. Bird. As in Larry Bird? Let's make better mistakes next time. Is that what it said? Is that young lady going to pop up? I haven't done caroling since I was in Scouts, but we used to go caroling. Although usually it was in one place, like the nursing home. We did it one time at a pizzeria.
You're good.
Much better than we were.
What was it that Robert Frost always said? He said the best way out is always through, right? Although I'm pretty sure he never met a hoarder.
He could get tips from Alex on Curiosity Inc. It must be Dad. I try not to think about what it's like, what it will be like to lose my parents.
Oh, God, no, come on.
Yeah, always open the refrigerator gently.
Oh, come on, Mom, really? What?
He's telling you to chill, or she's telling you to chill. There's that lady again. Betcha she had some kind of attachment to his mom. Either visited her, brought her stuff, or something like that. Still in tune.
Still like a grilled cheese with tomato soup?
That
Figured you'd probably work that
must
up pretty
be
good
Ellie
last time. I know.
without her hood up.
Does she like tomato soup? Oh,
Glad she asked before
We don't know
just
how to
feeding
thank
the
you, do
dog.
we, Ava?
Look at the
He put
snout.
me in your neck. He came to your mother's funeral. Did you know that? To pay his respects, but I'm pretty sure
Is that
he was
his
hoping to see you
brother?
there.
I
I don't
didn't look
think
at the
so.
beginning year on the grave. Maybe his brother died.
No, I feel.
Oh, it's
And
understandable.
Dad's still alive.
But it doesn't matter. Have you ever tried one of these? Of course not. Why would you? You got women on your doorstep.
I wonder what he said about her. Are they going to tell us? Surprised he started the fire without cleaning the chimney first. Might have had that done off screen, but could cause a flue fire, though. Maybe he did lose his brother. I'll have to check out what that date is in editing. That's on the beginning of the gravestone. Died in 87. I did catch that part. And that must be the Noel Diary. Not Ellie.
You're not Ellie.
Um,
Whoa, no.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no,
Maybe
no.
he
Okay,
didn't
hold on,
clean the
hold
flue.
on. Ow! I got it under control.
okay.
No, you don't.
Aye.
Open the windows.
Peggy Lee.
Ella, Lady Day.
Fitzgerald.
Really cool. Anything I know?
No, probably not.
No.
Honestly, just being in the house where she once lived makes me feel
Little closer.
kind of more connected to her.
Rachel, wait!
Ava, don't get hit.
Yep.
Thanks.
Invite her into the house. Keep working on the house some. Order delivery.
Ah, parli italiano.
Ah, si, si.
Brava.
So he speaks French,
Come
she
vi
speaks
consiglio i
Italian.
tortelli di zucca.
Aprendo la pasta del...
I don't understand a word of it.
Grazie. Could you repeat?
You want one?
No, that's...
You sure?
Is she in recovery?
They make and sell their own jewelry, so as you can imagine, it's there have been times when the bill's been challenging. I figure it's a little bit of Mandarin.
You speak a little
A
Mandarin.
little bit. Well, may pieni.
Mandarin's supposed to be one of the hardest, right?
Got it. Okay, well, that's cool. You don't hear that
Grazie.
very. Thank you very much.
My cousins were
So, how do you
being
while
taught
away the hours
Cantonese.
these days? You're very kind.
It's great seeing you, man.
Good to see you.
I'm glad he's down to earth. So far, everything seems very natural.
I love love.
Great.
Cheers. This is
Thank you.
wonderful.
Well, we went last
I
week.
think he was genuine with the
Right away.
congratulating
I couldn't
her,
think any-
but it's going to be that they end up falling in love,
Actually, this
because
was kinda
that's
sweet.
how
On the
these
walk
movies
home,
go.
He gave me
I don't know, Alan and I complement one another. And that's how it's supposed to be like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on the.
Or I am. That's why I think if I find my birth mom, it's,
My sister's
I
adopted.
don't know, it'll resolve this huge uncertainty in my life, and then
She found out who her biological mother was when she was 14, though.
a card, a photo. Anything?
It's always possible.
Yeah.
Did pretty well on that room.
Will you play something for me?
A little jazzy. She's got a pretty voice, if it's her.
Wow.
He's falling more and more in love with her, and he doesn't even know it. That's the next day.
It went well.
Just well.
Very well. Like it has something to do with Christmas, like Christina or
Noel.
No. I'm. Excuse
So
me.
he's late 40s, almost 50. Sounds like cold rain. He's barefoot in the cold rain.
Listen. Truth is, if I ever saw him, I wouldn't know what the hell to say to him.
Well, maybe if you're up
Road
for a
trip.
drive-
Well, she made me take out all the racy stuff, so.
Well, all I can say is meeting Ellen is the greatest.
you ready for this?
Absolutely not. You?
No?
So like a Stephen King thriller type thing?
Yeah?
Yeah. So here's what I came
I
up with.
love
There's
Stephen
this couple,
King.
Right, they're on their honeymoon.
Actually, he doesn't. I haven't
She
told him
hasn't
about it.
told him.
Well, what's he think about this?
That's not good.
Bridge?
He's not thrilled. He's not thrilled.
Oh, did she tell him?
Taking a road trip with this guy you just met, right?
No, actually.
He doesn't know about you,
It was,
Jake.
Right. He's concerned about gas money.
He doesn't know about you.
Thought so.
I'm really glad I did.
No.
Because now I know you're this like super famous best-selling novelist. So
Super famous is a bit of a stretch, I think.
well, 5 million copies sold.
It's like 5.5 at this point.
Okay.
but-
Here was a little old me worried about how you were gonna for dinner.
Does she recognize something? Oh, he hasn't even read it yet. He just kind of stuffed it in his bag.
Scott and Lois and their little boys, Benjamin and Jacob.
Ah, Benjamin was his brother. Friends are texting me TikTok videos of cats, and I can't open the video. It's something about an idea with a Christmas tree, though. They're going to tell the death story, but not tell us. Where are the crossbars that are supposed to go down and block the traffic?
And I still haven't heard a word from either of my parents or Peter.
One day in my room, I just couldn't stop crying.
And there was this.
Peter must be the
quiet knock on
biological
door.
dad.
Why is it that a handsome, successful guy like you is still single?
Handsome.
Don't deflect.
In the end, I just wasn't what they were looking for, you know?
Maybe they weren't what you were looking for.
I was going to say.
Stretch your legs.
Sure. Meet you back here in 20?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
You're in luck. Got 2 rooms left.
Great. Terrific. You know, if this were a rom-com, you'd have 1 room left. We have to share it.
A little meta there.
Romantic comedy. Rom-com.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps, the rooms are connected.
Not bad.
Yeah. When he writes almost as good as he looks.
Maple Falls.
Oh, wow, look at that. I haven't seen this film in years.
You know, I've actually never seen it.
You're kidding.
It's a Wonderful Life. I like that movie.
Excuse me, are you two together?
Oh, no. Yeah? Well, yeah, we were, you know, we are.
Smooth.
Nothing like getting called out by a teenager. They stayed for the whole movie while everybody else left. Was that Ava with her?
Good night.
Awkward. Uh-oh. Oh, she's reading the book and making comments out loud. Uh-oh.
I didn't want to tell you just in case, you know.
In case what?
She didn't like it.
In case I didn't like it. You know, I find it interesting that you write these
Where's Ava?
novels. Yet your main character, Henri, he never lets anyone get close to him. It's
Which
kinda
is
like what we
him.
were talking about last night. This isn't occupied America, so what's your excuse? On the other hand, it kind of blew me away.
Good.
The endings are,
Where's Ava? I didn't see Ava in any of that. Oh, there she is now.
Sweet.
But I've already given her a name.
Angelica. Hope he didn't ruin that lawn. Although it's probably frozen.
Like I never existed.
We could never forget you, could we? Gonna kiss. Well, she did mutter that she shouldn't.
What do we, oh, come on, where do you go now? What?
Hassan Pepper!
Ava, no!
Ava Turner, get back here right now!
She's the new
What are you gonna
alpha.
do if you caught it, huh?
Yeah.
Saved by the dog. You know, they mentioned Stephen King earlier, and that kind of is reminiscent of a winter version of the drive to the Stanley
I
Hotel,
think we took a wrong turn.
the Overlook.
We took her wrong.
That's a big house. I guess we're going to learn what the fallout was between he and his dad now. Please leave package on doorstep. What else did it say? Scott Turner. But his boots are there, so does that mean he's home? It got snow on him.
It was a day he had both been anticipating
and dreading.
And dreading.
I'm surprised they're staying warm enough in the car. SUV. Whatever you want to call it. Somebody's chopping wood. Has he become a recluse as well? Chopping broccoli.
She's chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. She's chopping broccoli.
Dad used to chop firewood all the time. And he has a plaque that says, oh, he's cutting down a Christmas tree. He has a plaque that says, cut your own wood and it will warm you twice.
But she said over and over again, just be prepared.
Are you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Why is it so odd between the two of you?
Welcome to my humble abode. There we go.
Hopefully they gave it a good shake so that there's no chipmunks or squirrels. They get the squirrel in
You live out here all alone?
National Lampoon.
I think that should do it. Yeah?
Yeah. Good job.
Are they going to invite, what's her name in? Rachel? Hopefully they don't find out that they're siblings. Although she was pregnant before she met the Turners, so I think we're safe.
You know, reconciliation. I'm only here to help a friend, honestly.
A friend?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Jake.
Friend, it's a long
He's
story.
trying.
I am deeply, deeply sorry.
Takes a lot of courage to say you're sorry. Hopefully,
Good, so we're all set then. You know,
we know what we're apologizing for.
You are doing exactly what he did. Right?
I'm glad she's confronting him.
He'd climbed up so many
He
times.
slipped and fell out and broke his neck, didn't he? And this is why we didn't get the story earlier.
I thought, I'll just let him hang the ornament.
I may cry.
Somehow she'd find her way back.
But she didn't. The hoarding took over. And hoarding is usually caused by something traumatic.
You think we should go in or just let him be?
Ava wants to go in. I agree.
Okay, I guess we'll let him be.
Oh.
Okay. I heard you.
She interpreted it differently.
Mom never told me.
You make a better door than a window.
So you're
I
married?
can't see the screen.
No, I'm not.
That's beautiful. Here's hoping.
So they've got lights. They've got their star. There's a short.
There you go.
Just got to tweak the bulbs a little bit. We have to do that with the bubblers that used to be my mom's. I still have them, and you have to screw them in just right. I'm not a big chili person unless there's no green peppers and no beans and no spice.
You have his eyes.
Ava's such a good girl. It's got her returner dress on it, right? Her wedding invitation.
Oh.
I can't tell you how much that means to me.
It is Dad's watch. Of course, if Benjamin died that young, it wouldn't have been his watch. So is it Ridgefield, Connecticut?
My sweet baby girl was born.
Maybe someday she'll read it and understand how much I love her.
So she did leave the diary behind, just in case.
Let me just triple check to make sure.
Only one room left.
But we only have one room available.
Ava's like, really?
Confession?
Yep.
Uh-oh, what'd she do?
Today
She
is
pulled her
Mother's
curls
Day.
out.
I was wondering if... Yeah, that Jake.
That Jake Turner.
Thank you.
She's falling in love. I have a feeling Alan's going to have to go to the wayside.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, come on. It's my
kind of 50s style.
Birthday, you're right.
I've only had one boyfriend that likes to dance. She taking off her clothes? Ooh, and it's chocolate strawberry. My 16th birthday cake was a black cherry cake with black raspberry icing. Chocolate cherry cake with black cherry icing. Or black raspberry icing. I'll get it straight. She went to go see her mom alone.
Dear, and the thing is, Alan really loves me.
But do you love Alan? Just because somebody loves you doesn't mean you should stay with them.
Just this time with you, wonderful though it was,
Has created uncertainty.
At least for me.
I thought that was her leaving with Ava. I was like, wait a minute.
I'll never ever forget it.
That looks a little bit like Dreamcatcher. So is this where Rachel's mom is supposed to work?
Pardon me. Tell me where to find Noel Hayden.
They've got a menorah. Yay! Is he going to tell her about Rachel?
There's one other thing I wanted to talk to you about before I left.
Here we go.
And thank you for this.
We better see Rachel and Noel connect by the end of the movie. I'm going to start crying again. The little girl's upset because the snowman's in her spot. I was trying to see what it was.
It's perfect.
Oh, that's right. She said they were jewelry makers. She keeps ignoring Jake.
Want to talk to Alan?
This is starting to sound a little like that cigar engagement ring.
I think Mom knows it's not Alan that keeps calling. I think Mom saw the name.
No, I'm not gonna stop calling until we talk.
Too late.
Too late.
It's almost like ditto.
And it may not be.
I don't know what she's looking at.
Standing here with the only friend I have in the entire world, I'm staring at the woman that I love.
Hey, he admitted it. And this is going to be the finale for his last book of his series. Oh, is that Alan?
You tell me that you don't love me, and I'll go.
She's going to say it.
I don't love you.
At least text her that her mom wants to see her. And hopefully her parents overheard everything. I like it when the snow just kind of hovers like that and it's drifting. It's not really falling. Looks like somebody else rearranged the living room because the piano wasn't there originally. Is that his childhood typewriter? Are those all the letters his dad wrote? Yep. My dad did the same thing, but we weren't estranged. But he wrote my sister and I at least once weekly, if not more often. And I gave my sister all those letters for Christmas one year because I had held on to them. I kept one letter, maybe two. I kept one letter for sure.
How did things go with your father?
So you can see the snow drifting up.
Better than expected.
Might be real snow.
It all ends in tears anyway.
That's kind of how I feel right now.
Hey, and Rachel will be okay too.
Of course.
Rachel going to be standing there? Yep, there she is. Are we going to see her meet Noel? No, of course not. Maybe they're saving that for part 2. Well, Fangs jumped away. I got to kick him Purdy in the head with the foot. I'm shouting because the music's still in my ears. Sorry. Well, I didn't think it was going to make me cry. It made me cry a couple of times. And I can't talk about what made me cry or I'll start crying again. I enjoyed that one. The acting was good. It felt realistic. You know, there's a couple of things you got to suspend your belief on, but past that, believable. It's not as bad as some of the others where it's like, really? Come on. So I like it. I do hope they come out with a sequel because I would like to see what the sequel would be. So thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.